Hey, discerning listeners, Love is Blind UK. Let's watch and see what happens.
Already, yeah. Where you going? You ain't going nowhere. I'll see you soon.
Okay. Love you.
One more.
Okay. Last one. Bye.
Listen, I had to have a little look back as I was walking away, and I just happened to see the Bunda. Yeah, she's something else.
The Bunda. The Bunda or the Bunda? I feel like some of these slang words I might have heard before on Red Dwarf. I grew up with Red Dwarf. I also hear some accents that are kind of like the main guy. Oh, what's his name? You got Lister and Cat. Anyway, what's the main guy's name? Anyway, Bunda. Yeah.
I just want you to trust me and believe in me. No matter what, I'll give everything to this. Yeah. No one can ever take this away from us, no matter what, you know?
Yeah, I'm so... It just feels...
What colour are your eyes?
Black?
Boring brown. But they're not, because they're amazing. No, honestly.
Okay, so they're meeting, and I don't know if it's the music that they're playing or I'm biased, but it seems awkward. It's usually awkward. Although I will say that when Freddie and Kat met in the hallway, I didn't show that, they seemed really ecstatic to see each other. I don't know how things are going to work out, but it seemed really genuine, their feelings towards each other. And so, but with Sam and Nicole, I mean, I think the same things are happening with Sam, where it's a lot of platitudes. We just saw him say boring brown. I think what he was attempting, well, there's two interpretations, or maybe three. One is that he said, what color are your eyes? And she went like this, and he thought that she thought they were boring brown. Maybe she even did think that, or was kind of non-verbally indicating that. Let's rewind that.
So, it just feels...
What colour are your eyes?
Black?
Boring brown.
She says black, and you could interpret that, if you're Sam, that she's not excited about the color of her eyes, right? If someone has, and of course, racism is a thing, I'm assuming, in the UK, similar to the United States, where white supremacy reigns. And I'll talk for myself. I have brown hair and dark eyes, and when I was growing up, I don't know if I specifically wished I had blue eyes. My mom has blue eyes and blonde hair, but I definitely wished I was white. I would hold my nose to be more like a white person nose. I still kind of wish I had a white person nose, because it would make glasses stay on my face more easily. It's possible that she doesn't feel great because of the color of her eyes. It's also possible she doesn't give a shit, or she's proud of it. I don't know. But he might have detected that, and he's like, boring brown? No, your eyes are amazing. So that could have been a really nice thing he was doing, and they were seeing each other on that level. That's one explanation. Another is that he doesn't understand that he's being a dick, but he's being a dick anyway, or he's subconsciously revealing his bias against dark-skinned, dark-eyed, dark-haired individuals, or he's revealing this is the third explanation, that because they of course have no idea. Now he is now learning that, because there was that whole conversation where she's like, I can't tell you what I look like, and she was giving him the impression that she might not be able to, that he might not be able to pick her up. This is all kind of echoes of Shake. Put that on a merch. Echoes of Shake. You're on a first date and you get an echo of Shake, huh? Run. Sam, he didn't know what she looked like. And how does he feel about her ethnicity, the color of her skin? I've seen no indication that he's biased or has got an issue. Who knows? Like in Austin Powers, someone has a mole, right? And Austin Powers like, mole! Oh, he can't stop seeing the mole and can't stop talking about it. And maybe this is that. He's like Austin Powers. I mean, aren't all you UK people just like Austin Powers? He's from UK, right? Comment below. Okay. So where was I? So I don't know. Let's rewind that.
Never take this away from us, no matter what, you know?
Yeah, I'm so. It just feels.
What colour are your eyes?
Black.
Boring brown. But they're not, because they're amazing. No, honestly. Thank you.
Yeah. So either Sam is legit and Ben, in a brilliant move, planted this horrible seed, and Jasmine as well, that Nicole just can't trust him. The other hypothesis I have, because he keeps saying 99% of the things that he says to Nicole regarding what I think he believes to be his expression of love is, I will make you happy, I will never hurt you, I will be there for you, and we're going to grow old together, and this is going to be great. He also said something earlier when he was waiting to go into the hallway. He is saying, oh my God, this is massive. She's going to have my kids one day or something. I don't know. There's something kind of weird about that statement. It's not horrible, but it's just a lot of statements that are in particular columns, and there's no statements in the other columns, if you know what I mean. If he had said a lot of things and that, then that'd be one thing. So my hypothesis is that he is immature, and he's like Tom Hanks in the movie Big, where he's feeling the feelings, they're genuine, but they're immature, childish feelings. And he isn't mature enough to understand the bigger picture or even have access to the bigger parts of one's heart, the adult parts of one's heart. I don't know if I've ever thought about that before. Anyway, the other hypothesis I have is that subconsciously he maybe detected that. So this is just one of thousands of stories, but he was kind of into Nicole, and halfway through the week, Nicole is kind of into him, and because of his traumas or his lack of awareness or differentiation or something, he detects that she is not sure about him. He, of course, was dumped by Jasmine because she thought he was not real. Let's imagine in this storyline, he was kind of real enough. And he's just like, oh my God, what am I doing? No, I'll never be with anyone. No one will ever love me, right? That's what he was saying. No one's ever loved me. And then to hear from Jasmine of just like, I don't think you love me. And then you wonder, is that why it's hard for him to love other people? Because he's never been loved? I don't know. And then he's like, okay, I need to he's frantic. Like Darcy. He's like, I need to get love. What do I need to do? I need to prove that I'm for real. And what do I do? And he's not, he's scared. He's anxious dating instead of love dating. And he just is on a mission to get her to believe that he's for real. And he thinks he's for real. And, there's a part of him that is. But until and because of Jasmine and Ben telling Nicole that there's reasons to distrust him and her own history, she is always on her back foot now. And so that's creating this pursue-resistance, and he's more anxious. So he's going to chase. And maybe he'll never get a chance to really think, what do I want? Because there doesn't seem to be a lot of that until, there was that moment where when she finally said, I do love you, he relaxed, and then he started talking about his needs. No one's ever loved me. I need to have someone love me. So on the surface, similar to, oh God, what was his name? I need to find his name. Season 6. What was his name? It was Trevor. Remember Trevor? Mullet Trevor? Mullet, that's my symbol for that. He was accused by people as going on the show without any legit intention, and he had a girlfriend at the time. I was hypothesizing, I can't know, but there's at least one of a number of possibilities that he, in the pods, was legit. He had a very complicated relationship that he wanted to get out of, but he was immature in his ability to draw some boundaries, and his traumas lead him to problems. And when all was said and done at the end of the season, it's easy to look at, I guess, Occam's razor, which is that he went on illegitimately, that he had a girlfriend, he, upon leaving the pods, upon being dumped by, was it Chelsea, that he starts to, his relationship right back up where it started, so he must not have been legit. But people are complicated. Sometimes the surface, even Occam's razor, isn't the truth. So with him, similarly, you look at this whole thing and you think, well, obviously, but I don't know, maybe things work out. But the way they're editing it, it doesn't seem like it does. That he is a clout chaser. That's the way it looks, and that's the easiest, and certainly that's the most internet-y sort of explanation, because I find middle school explanations are what the internet tends to gravitate towards. But it's possible that it's something else, that he is legitimately trying to get her to believe, but it's out of anxiety of being rejected, out of anxiety of losing out, not being good enough, that kind of thing. Still not genuine in the way that we would hope, but not a Machiavellian psychopathic plan to ruin her life. But I, of course, have no idea. And like with Mullet Man, I'm not defending anyone. I'm just throwing stuff out there so that y'all can think about your own lives.
Trust me, okay? And I just want to assure you I'm not going to hurt you. That's one thing. I would never, ever do that to you. You deserve better than me.
No,
I feel like I'm not good enough.
You are. You are.
You know what I mean? I mean, maybe he just has a really particular way of expressing love, but he, it's in those columns of you're awesome, I'm into you, I'm never gonna hurt you, I'm always gonna be there. It's a frantic. It sounds anxious to me.
I just wanted you to believe in me.
And Nicole, being emotionally mature, I think, attunes and gauges it well and knew intuitively what Sam needed, which is like, oh, I just need to love him, I need to hug him and reassure him and hold him close. I sense his anxiety, and one of the best things you can do for people is, hey, come here.
I'll see you. See you soon.
Okay,
Okay.
don't change your mind now.
No.
Promise me.
I promise.
And trust me, okay?
Yes. Okay. See you.
Wait.
What?
I think I love you.
Okay. I'm gonna hold that.
I just want...
What is... Okay, first, I think I love you. I mean, everyone can have their own timeline, but typically the L word is well before or coinciding with the at least commitment to get engaged, if not the engagement. So I had forgotten or didn't notice that they hadn't said that. And then she says, oh, this is almost as awkward as when, now I need to remember their name. When JP kissed Taylor. So let's, is that a meme now already? Like, oh, I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna hold it. Thank you. I'm gonna hold that one. Or when Han Solo, I know.
I'll see you. See you soon.
Okay,
Okay.
don't change your mind now.
No.
Promise me.
And then he says that's not something we normally hear in the hallway. And her face and her reaction, it's like the way things look when you're at you're trying to get out of like a jewelry store, and the sales was like, hey, make sure you seriously consider buying that ring. And you're thinking, I'm never going to buy that ring. And you're saying, okay, all right. Thank you. I'm going to hold that.
And trust me, okay?
Yes. Okay. See you.
Wait.
And then trust me, okay? This is really... and then you wonder if it's projective identification or some kind of trick where he knows he's not being trustworthy, so he has to tell some... Because that's another thing we don't normally hear. I'm not lying to you. I promise. I'm not. What do you? No, I'm not lying, because that's essentially what But he was accused of essentially lying by Jasmine, and then Nicole was like, I wonder if you're lying to me. So he has reasons to. He's not bringing it up out of nowhere, but you just wonder about someone that needs to say that all the time. But let's watch this.
Wait.
What?
I think I love you.
Oh, and I forgot. I think I love you. And maybe Nicole, maybe that's what she reacted to, of like, wait, you think? that's way that you, Sam. You think that is reassuring or helpful or loving or bonding, but it's actually the opposite. It's like trying to reassure your partner. I think I took the kids to school. That doesn't help. I mean, maybe you did bring the kids to school, but what's happening? So maybe that's what she's doing. Or she doesn't love him? I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna hold that.
I just wanted to tell her I loved her.
Did she say it back?
I don't know if she said it back, though.
Oh, that's cold. The producer. Hey, did she say it back? and then Sam's like, well, actually, his response is interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna hold that.
I just wanted to tell her I loved her.
Did she say it back?
I don't know if she said it back, though, so it was a little bit odd.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if she said it back. I mean, it's a nerve-wracking situation, so a lot is happening and you're not processing everything at once. So maybe things are settling in for him? I don't know.
I really, really liked what I saw in the pods, because that was like really what I fell for, and not all of this. Gosh. I want to just get to real life and see. That's my...
Oh, I see what she's saying. She's, I think, saying he's a good-looking guy, but it doesn't really matter because I fell in love with what I met in the pods. So now let's see out of the pods. Yeah, good attitude.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Sorry, thank you. You need
Yeah.
to fix your transmitter on your back.
Guys.
We don't normally see this scene where an assistant is going to take the mic off, so she must say something here. I don't know what I've let myself into here. Yeah. I wonder what's going on. I wonder why I'm assuming the hesitancy is because she's worried that he's not really truly into her, and maybe she detects it. And she detected it upon meeting him.
I don't know what I've let myself into here. This is so dangerous territory, isn't it? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I don't know. That could mean a lot of things. People could say that under a number of circumstances.
But something didn't quite feel right. When I took the ring, I placed it on the wrong finger, on the right finger. He didn't notice. I think now I look back in hindsight, that was a sign that it just wasn't right.
Okay, it's looking like Nicole and Sam don't go to the retreat, to the getaway, to the honeymoon. What do they call it? I think they call it getaway. Vacation? Tropical, usually. Definitely tropical. We've seen some scenes from it already. And it's edited, but she's saying that she put the ring on the wrong finger. That was a sign, and that's what the way they're editing it, it makes it look like that's what she based her decision on mostly, which is interesting. She can make those decisions however she wants. It's usually a gut feeling, as she was saying. But you would think that there would be more to it than that, because what if you just accidentally put the ring on the wrong finger? That'll happen. That doesn't mean there's something. Well, what's the hypothesis that the universe was trying to tell her something, or she knew something was wrong subconsciously, so she put it on the wrong ring. Also, I don't know what sign she's looking at. She's saying he didn't notice, so that's a sign. I wouldn't make a decision based on that. I'm going to assume that it was more than that. Of course it was, right? Well, was it? I hope we get more information. Maybe she'll get into it.
My connection with Nicole in the pods was unbelievably strong. Like, it was deep-rooted like nothing I've ever experienced on the outside world. But the doors closed and it was bizarre. I started to realize that something was off. Something wasn't right.
Oh, so he's saying the doors closed upon meeting each other in the hallway and something wasn't right. Well, yeah, I mean, she didn't say she loved you back. So who broke up with who? I'm curious. Also, it sounds like they're definitely not going there. It looks like he's unpacking in his apartment or flat. Don't you all call them flats? And, so does this mean Benaiah is back in the picture? You can't deny a Benaiah?
There was someone else in the scene. Nicole had a very strong connection with Benaiah. He did make me feel a little bit like, are you sure you made the right decision?
I'm clear about my emotions. And we're not flying to Greece.
Oh, yeah. So their, southern retreat is in the Mediterranean, whereas in the United States, typically Caribbean or Mexico. So, all right. Well, but also it sounds like it was a mutual decision for the two of them, which is probably for the best. But interesting that the relationship would crumble so quickly over so little, right? Because you would think if it was, well, that was a little awkward, because that's happened before. It happened with JP and Taylor, which they should have listened to. But I feel like it happened to others as well. And it turned out that it was just awkward at the time. Has that happened? I'm just looking. Amy and Johnny last season, I think they were good to go right from the beginning. Lydia and Milton, I think they were not awkward in the hallway. Season 4, Tiffany and Brett, Zach and Irina. Chelsea and Kwame, yeah, those were, the awkward ones, Zach and Irina, they didn't get together. Alexa and Brendan, Colleen and Matt, yeah, I think they were pretty good chemistry in the, and then there's no one married from season 2 still, and then we got Lauren and Cameron and Amber and Barnett. So maybe we've only seen, because I remember one of the seasons, was it 2 or 3, where you had Mal and Pal, Mal and Sal. They were awkward. I remember, or Mal was awkward in the, not awkward, but afterwards Mal was like, I don't know if she didn't say this directly, but she seemed to be indicating she didn't really feel it. So, yeah, I guess might as well cut your losses. But you'd think if they fell in love and were ready to get engaged for reals, then upon meeting in the hall, when there's a little bit of, because it's not like anything revolutionary happened in the hallway, and then you think they would say, well, I don't want to throw away, I'm in love with this person, I want to spend the rest. So I'm guessing both of them, at least she seemingly was on the fence. So you're thinking, well, why'd you say yes? And then for him, though, it also seemed, but then I don't know who broke up with who. She could have broken up with him and he could just be kind of rewriting the story. And I don't even know what he's saying. He's saying, I know when the doors closed, I felt like something was wrong. He could say, but I was still in it to win it. And then when she broke up with me, then I was like, oh, that was wrong. So I guess I'm dumped now. Wish we could have seen that scene where one of them tells the other. But I think what I'm guessing is happening is that they talk to the producers and then the producers inform the other person. If so, yikes. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. All right, well, that does it for that episode. Everyone out there, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.